Freedom March with Rodney Munker. Up next on ILTV.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Munker, his guests, callers, and advisors on Freedom March are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of ILS or the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a product of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented, in part or entirety, without express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2024. All rights are reserved.
Marijuana is a dangerous drug.
The Queen is dead! God save the King!
There can never be rape in marriage. BMW sound like bad mad wagon. Not only am I saved, I'm saved and sanctified. The revolution is alive, and we must continue to document it.
Freedom!
Broadcasting live from the ILTV studios located here at University Drive. Welcome once again to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Munker. I'm a Justice of the Peace here in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm also a member of the local Catholic Christian community. My spiritual advisor, whom I haven't seen since Friday, he's here. Bradley Roll, welcome to Freedom March.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
How was your weekend?
The weekend was pretty good. Forgive me, I'm rather tired. But
You're
yeah.
tired?
Oh man, yeah. I had a.
Must have been the Super Bowl.
Oh man, listen, I didn't go the way I thought it would have gone, but anyhow.
Well, the
Such
Super
is
Bowl,
life.
it went perfectly for me.
Oh really?
Last night at the
so?
Super Bowl, President Donald Trump did a touchdown when he announced the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. It's powerful. We'll talk about that because you now have to get your world map and change the name, okay? If Donald Trump says it is the Gulf of America, don't be no fool, my brother. Let's shout it from the mountain top. It's powerful. Well, we're going to look at one or two small issues. The biggest one, however, is at the University of the Bahamas. The president of the University of the Bahamas, the outgoing Canadian woman who's been president at least more than once, Janine Hodder, has issued a statement. And in the midst of the terrorist attack on the platform of the university, Janine announced last night that everything has been restored. So we look at it because I will tell you it's amazing what is happening at this university. Its standard is dropping, and if Janine did not announce it, I had already invited a number of university students to meet me under the big tree where the Breakfast Club meet. There I would have lectured them tomorrow, but I thank God I don't have to do it no more. I'll tell you some of the things I would have taught them as a semi-educated man. This is Freedom March. Today is Monday the 10th of February 2024. We'll be right back after the break.
Freedom March with Rodney Munker will be right back after this.
Hello, ambitious women. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? This is your chance to shine. I'm Adriana Fox, co-founder of the Fox Foundation.
And I'm Adriel Fox, legacy advocate of the Fox Foundation.
We're thrilled to announce the second annual Women's Entrepreneurship Episode Grants Initiative, created to empower and support women like you who are making waves in the business world.
This year, we're offering $75,000 in grants to female entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas in undersaturated markets and industries that have yet to reach their full potential. Our top 3 prizes are $25,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, and $15,000 for third place. In addition, 7 runner-ups will receive $2,000.
We encourage businesses such as those in digital markets like web innovations, AI-driven service, niche e-commerce, or emerging industries such as green technologies, health tech, cultural tourism, and personalized educational platform. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or tackling that big idea that needs a financial boost, this grant is for you. Last year, we funded 10 incredible entrepreneurs, and this year, it could be you.
Imagine what you could achieve with the funding to grow your dreams.
Apply now and join a powerful community of women entrepreneurs leading the way. Applications are open from January 31st to February 28th. Don't wait. Visit our website for more information. This is your opportunity to break into a growing market and make an impact. Apply today and let's build a future of unstoppable women entrepreneurs together.
This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March. And we shall now go to my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll, who has been waiting. Bradley, welcome.
Thank you so much. We got a reading today from the book of John. That's St. John, the first chapter. Read a couple of verses here concerning Jesus. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was with God in the beginning. Through him, all things were made. Without him, nothing was made that has been made. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify concerning that light, so that through him all might believe. He himself was not that light. He came only as a witness to that light. The true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world, that's Jesus. He was in the world, and though the world was made through him, the world did not recognize him. He came to that which was his own, but his own did not receive him. Yet, to all who did receive him, to those who believe in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, children born not of natural descent, nor of human decision, or a husband's will, but born of God. The Word became flesh and made his dwelling among us. And we have seen his glory, the glory of the one and only Son, who came from the Father, full of grace and truth. John chapter 1, 1 to 14. I read from the NIV. It's a very, 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 very deep, powerful scripture. The Word of God is forever and ever blessed. Amen. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Sandra.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor.
Indeed.
Well, folks, I was in contact with a man who hails from Andros, and I found his question and request very interesting. He hails from Andros. His wife is not well, and he has been having thoughts, contemplation, little issue as to where he should take his wife as it relates to getting her public health assistance. So I want the South Beach Clinic to know that I have chosen them based on the fact of where the man tells me he's living. I told him, go to the South Beach Clinic. There are wonderful staffs there. They love senior citizens, and the issue that he's faced with, they will deal with it before he departs Nassau for Andros. So I just want the South Beach Clinic. You tell every nurse and every doctor that when that man comes and he tells you that he's from Andros, please take care of his wife. I'm very disturbed over what he had to say. And I'm prepared to come to the South Beach Clinic tomorrow morning if he were to call me. So I just want to make that clear because I was not able to reach anybody at the South Beach Clinic by telephone. Well, having said that to you, let's look at the University of the Bahamas. You may not be aware, but I think I told you just a couple of days ago that there are many problems that is taking place at the University of the Bahamas. It is really our leading academic institution, but it is failing. I regret, as a man who's not well educated, that I have to come to that conclusion and to express it publicly. But some things are happening at the university. It is failing and it is wasting public funds. And I wanted to stop. I wanted to stop failing. And I was more than excited when I received a statement purported to have come from the University of the Bahamas last night from Dr. Janine Hodder. She's the Canadian woman who was once married to our wonderful musician, Pat Raming.
She's the acting president.
Okay? My spiritual advisor, I want you to stop interrupting me. If you have the record, you straighten me when I'm finished, but stop interfering with my thoughts. Okay? I want you to stop it.
I have the
Let us
statement
help
here.
to build.
Yes.
Let us
She
help.
released a statement yesterday.
Let us help to build this university before
You're
Janine.
trying to tear it down, though, Sandra.
How am I tearing it down? You notice, members of the public, how he's taking me off course, right? He's taking me off course. I came focused, but I'm a man. I love to be distracted, so he's distracting me. The University of the Bahamas is collapsing every day. It's collapsing. I'm minding my business, and I'm being consulted by lecturers and students. No matter where I go, I'm being called upon, and they're complaining to me, and they expect that I would comprehend the academic problem. And I must confess, when I see those professors and they begin to talk big words to me, I do sit up and I pretend like I understand what they're saying, and I throw big words back at them. I also must confess that when I run into the students, right, I'm so impressed by the students' complaint that I had to satisfy a group of them. I told them that this summer I intend to become a doctor. And they wanted to know if I meant a medical doctor. I said, no, I'm too old. I intend to become a doctor in education. And so what I have been doing is studying pigeon plum. And it is my hope that I would be able to write a dissertation on the pigeon plum. And when that is over, I will become Dr. Rodney. And I would expect, going forward, that the country, those who accept my leadership, those who think that I'm brilliant, I would expect you not only to address me as my leader, but I'm to be addressed as Dr. Rodney Monker. And my dissertation would be in pigeon plum. Personal advice, would you please stop it, man? I'm serious. So I'll be able to tell you what time of the year the pigeon plum germinate, where all you can find pigeon plum. And depending on how black the pigeon plum is, the sweeter the juice. Because everybody has a doctorate. And after talking with all of those professors at the university and the students them, by damn, I'm a doctor. All right? And I'm going to have me a doctor degree. I intend to issue myself my own doctor's certificate in pigeon plum. And I'll be able to explain.
Not plump, it's pigeon plum.
Yes, pigeon plum. Right? My spiritual advisor, why are you interfering with the show like this, man? Jesus have mercy.
Oh, boy.
He doesn't know I'm very serious about this.
Oh, man.
This is academia.
This is terrible. You're making a mockery of the University of Bahamas, man. That ain't real, man.
No, I'm not making a mockery.
That ain't fair, son. You shouldn't do that, man.
My spiritual advisor.
That's the highest tertiary educational thing in Bahamas, man.
If
don't do
I'm
that,
being
man.
consulted by the higher academians of the university and the students, certainly when they come to see me, I would like to say to them, students, I'm Dr. Rodney Monker. I might as well have a doctorate degree.
Oh, what's your degree in?
In pigeon plum. Oh boy, it's powerful. It's amazing. He wouldn't stop laughing and distracting me. But I'm studying it, okay? And I'll be able to write a thesis on pigeon plum. I'm trying to learn Latin.
Everybody knows what pigeon. You don't have to do the university.
But spiritual advisor,
we grew up on pigeon plum, man.
Okay. What time of the year pigeon plum becomes mature?
Let me see if I can remember.
What are the four colors of the pigeon plum?
You got black.
Yes.
You got white.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
Those whites are they sweet too.
Okay.
Then you have different sizes of pigeon plum too.
Okay.
Because some of them, like the purple ones.
Okay.
They kind of, some of them are big and they have this white frost over them.
Okay.
Now when you see that white frost, it's good to go.
But I'm going to give you an associate degree. I'll give my spiritual advisor an associate. And by the time when I go to the university, it would be me and them if they do not recognize my doctorate in pigeon plum. You see how original I am? I gotta be an intellectual. There is no Bahamian who have studied pigeon plum.
Boy, that's deep.
Isn't it so?
Well, we grew up on pigeon plum.
And you grew up on pigeon plum?
In the South Beach area, yeah.
You see?
There's some cousins we used to stay by.
Yeah.
That's motherfucker, one of my cousins worked for the University of Armas.
Really? Well, I can lecture. It's a female. I can lecture her on pigeon plum. You even can use pigeon plum to salt people with. All right?
It won't hurt though, unless it's the green one.
Okay.
But the ripe one wouldn't hurt at all. But so they're sweet though. I love them.
They are sweet.
Yeah, I see some people use pigeon plum trees as part of their landscape.
Of course.
You know? And if I'm not mistaken, I believe there are some pigeon plum. No, you know these are not pigeon plum. What are we talking about now? Cocoa plum or pigeon plum?
We're talking about pigeon plum.
Oh, pigeon plum.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's my bad. You gotta take my degree away. No. I thought you was talking about cocoa plum.
No, not cocoa plum.
Oh, pigeon plum.
Pigeon plum. I have my doctorate in cocoa plum.
Oh, pigeon plum. Oh man, I came in last time.
You see?
Oh,
I'm taking away his associate.
I'm not listening at all. Forgive me, audience. Please forgive me. Pigeon plum.
Pigeon plum.
Oh, I don't know why my mind was on
cocoa plum.
Cocoa plum.
Yeah.
And no, you can't use pigeon plum as part of your landscape. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can.
How? You know how big those trees grow, man?
Listen to me. What is the name?
You can't use them. I'm sorry.
I want you to listen to me. Heading west along the airport road, after you pass the airport, there's 150-acre land over on the northern side.
Pigeon plum.
And that entire subdivision, many of the homes are landscaped in pigeon plum.
So they just have them as in the back of the yard, right?
They have them all over the yard. Some in the back, many in the front.
But the cocoa plum is used as hedges.
Yeah.
And to beautify
But
the
I'm not
front
talking
area.
about cocoa plum.
Oh, forgive me, people. I hear laughing so much. Not paying attention. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, it's pigeon plum. Okay?
Pigeon plum.
Yeah.
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 We got a couple of pigeon plum trees in our house, in our yard out east.
Right.
Yeah, they taste pretty good.
That is why when you start talking to me, I said you understood the subject because your father has many pigeon plums.
On this property, yeah. But it seems a pigeon plum only grow in certain areas, though.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
Well, there are areas that pigeon plums has traditionally grew. Many people are not aware of it. Take, for instance, Homestead Street. There were lots of pigeon plum in that area.
Excuse me.
Moores Avenue, that would be south of Wolf Road. That entire area had lots of pigeon plum.
Yeah,
but the people ate them up and used a lot of the trees as fossil fuel. I'm talking about in the 60s. So there's hardly any you will find on Homestead Street.
I need some water.
Go in that area, okay? Anyway, having told you what I am studying now, in view of the fact that the university wouldn't leave me, and every time I meet a lecturer, I would ask them, well, what do you qualify in? And then as they spoke to me, I'm now inspired. I said, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to study pigeon plum and write a dissertation on it and defend my dissertation. So that's a very big word, dissertation at the University of the Bahamas. So Janine Hodder has issued a statement. They have been attacked and people apparently have been demanding a ransom. And I'm very suspicious of the fact that they are demanding ransom because the books at the university is not current. And you would recall, just a few years before they changed the name to the University of the Bahamas, one of the professionals stole over $70,000. And so there's been a lot of stealing at that institution. See, no one will tell that to you. No one will tell it to you. Plenty thieving is taking place, and we had to send one of the women them to jail. See, I ain't lying. This ain't slander. But now they can argue that when she went to jail, that would have been a few years before they became a university. We're going to talk about it because there's no accountability at the University of the Bahamas, and it's being funded by the government, and something has to be done. This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the University of the Bahamas. God save my doctorate in pigeon plum. It's powerful.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Munker, his guests, and callers on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is a production of ILTV and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written consent of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom March is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2020. All rights are reserved.
Back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Munker, and when we took the adjournment, we were about to deal with the University of the Bahamas. We shall deal with the University of the Bahamas. We will deal with at least one other Bahamian who has been awarded a doctorate in a very indigenous matter. But before we do so, I'm going to invite my spiritual advisor, Bradley Roll, to pay some bills. Brother Roll?
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Let me just do this quickly. Get ready, Nassau, Bahamas, for a night to remember. Alpha Sounds Promotions invites you to Back to Love, an unforgettable evening of smooth R&B vibes and cherished memories. Join us at the Nassau Cruise Port on Saturday, February the 15th for a spectacular all-white affair you won't want to miss. Featuring live performances by Freddie Jackson, Regina Bell, and the Essence Band. Tickets available at at BahamasTickets.com, Plantation Bar and Grill, Big Boys Cafe, Tropics Bar and Grill. For more information, contact us at 822-6863. That's 822-6863. Mark your calendar, dress in your finest white attire, and join us for a night of love, music, and pure elegance. All right, so for the gentleman who has the muscadine grape juice, if you want to advertise on Freedom March, advertise your business today for as low as $50. Contact us now at 557-0258, 557-0258, or 557-0259 for the impact package. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, producer. Back to you, Xander.
I thank you, my spiritual advisor. Well, folks, at the beginning of the show, I was telling you about the University of the Bahamas and how Mrs. Janine Hodder, the president of the university, this is like her second time as president. This is true. It might sound humorous, but this is true. She was president, then she got upset when the staff them keep demonstrating and making demand. Should she break up, run to Canada? Now she's back. Before she went to Canada, she was president. Since she has returned, she's no longer president. She's acting like the president. That's what they tell me. But she's had all sorts of problems, but everybody keeps it quiet. Other than the students and the professors, those who are making contact with me and they're complaining. And so I decided I can't put up with it anymore. The time has come for me to call on Allison to find a solution to Janine Hodder, since Janine seems to be able to get this thing working. So Janine issued a statement, perhaps like around 6:30, 7 p.m. yesterday evening, to which she has informed the public and by extension the faculty and the students that they are now almost able to reconnect, and hopefully they will be able to start school classes virtually, as I understand it, means you could be home and you could watch it online. Now, what is happening? Many professionals are saying that needs to stop. They have accused the faculty leadership of being lazy, and that they have done nothing to encourage the professionals to hold classes face to face. Now they're discovering that many of the children who was successful to get online ain't understand the thing, ain't understand the lessons. And you can't see the students through your iPad to tell that Johnny or Mary ain't understand what the professor is saying. But Johnny and them, they're still playing COVID. They're still playing, well, we're going to use modern technology. But that does not work. And so the whole thing is collapsed, and teachers are saying that students are being wrongfully deprived because there is no classroom setting. And so we need Allison to get together with Janine Harder and tell Miss Harder that she needs to bring the teachers to the class, and she needs to invite them students to come to the classroom so there can be face-to-face contact. That's what the professionals are telling me. They won't leave me alone, and I have to relax, listen to them, because they are some of the people them. In fact, I'd send a message to UB students after lots of complaint. I said to them, look, you come under the tree and I will hold class with y'all on Tuesday. My classes were set to be held from 11:30 a.m. tomorrow until about 2:30. I'm certain, based on my understanding, I would have been able to keep those young people and lecture them. There are one or two things that I could teach when I take into consideration that they're not being taught at all. When I take into consideration that this virtual thing is a rip-off, and the government needs to step in, because we should not be wasting public funds, and the thing ain't working. And that is why the IDB, that's the International Development Bank, every year they announce that our people are not qualified. So we have been exploring to figure out what is going on, why at the primary school level, a lack of qualification, at the junior high, at the senior high, and now at the university, the whole thing broke down. And so they were taking me through a series of platforms that collapsed, and the children that me had no access. And these children are being taught some very high-class subjects, but they understand. So that is what is going on in our country. And the quicker Allison could bring new leadership, because Janine ain't committed. She done tired of the university. She done leave. And for that woman to leave the Bahamas, flee the Bahamas, flee the university, and Allison go and bring the woman back. And the next thing you know, the whole process start collapsing. Allison is wrong. She should leave Miss Harder alone and come up with new leadership. So I'll read a few lines so you could hear message from the president. Network restoration update. She says it's stronger, it's safer, and ready to reconnect. University of the Bahamas is in the process of restoring its network access following a ransomware attack on Sunday, the 2nd of February 2025. As we navigate this crisis, we have made the resumption of all learning activities our top priority. So as they resume, they've made all learning activities their top priority. From the onset of the incident, we have continued in-person classes to which there was no disruption. On Monday the 10th of February 2025 at 2 p.m., online classes will resume as part of the network restoration being implemented in a three-phase approach. Over the past week, our team of experts has worked tirelessly to restore impacted system, and we are returning them online as part of phase 1 access services, resuming in phase 1. The following system will be established as of Monday the 10th of February. Online, virtual classes and labs, UB email services and Microsoft Office Suite, online Teams, OneDrive, etc. Learning Management System, LMS, including Moodle, that's capital MOODLE, online library services, and Cengage, UB telephone system, enterprise resource planning, that's ERP, including Banner, Elevate, and Degree Works. So that's what's going on. So at 2 p.m., Janine should have been able to cut the network on, and there is this ransomware. And what is going on is the university has been distracted in what I call anti-academic activities. So they've been preoccupied in holding a series of meetings on same-sex, on rape in marriage, and the children, the whole thing has collapsed, and the students are very upset, the professors are very upset, and they are suspicious. I too am suspicious. So I thought I would tell that to you, and of course my spiritual advisor, you may now fall in.
No, I read the statement as well, so let's see what happens.
Yeah. So this is what is going on, and we have to be very careful, because if you look at the history of education in the Bahamas, the academians, the teachers, the professors, they've been so political that they have failed to properly educate the young people in the government school system. And the University of the Bahamas is a part of what I call the government school system. So you can expect this year that the IDB will announce once again that there are no qualified Bahamians. And so I'm very suspicious of Janine Harder, and I want Janine Harder to know that this is no way for her to treat the Bahamas, because we did treat Janine very, very good. I thought I'd tell that to you for what it is worth. And that is why I'm now compelled to get me a doctorate, because everybody got a doctorate. And I want you to see that there are some indigenous subjects. I'll introduce you to a Bahamian with a doctorate. You must have heard about Dr. Keith Wisdom. Dr. Keith Wisdom, do you have a photograph of Dr. Wisdom? He studied Junkanoo. He studied goatskin drum. He studied cowbell. He knows the many colors. He knows the history of the Valley Boys. He knows what the Saxon has done. He knows about roots. He knows about Chippy and the boys. And when he finished studying Junkanoo, he had to appear before some of the world's greatest cultural icons. And they questioned him after they would have read his thesis on Junkanoo. And when it was over, Keith Wisdom became not only a doctor, he became a senior doctor in Junkanoo. So you see, and if he can become a doctor of Junkanoo after hard work, study, and research, certainly I could become a doctor in Pigeon Plum. and I know a lot about pigeon plum because I was picking pigeon plum from I was about 5 or 6, going into Big Pond, going into the forest, going in on the property of Patelco, which is located on Ponciana Drive, and in the 60s it had an orchard of pigeon plum. So I'm an expert in pigeon plum. I will begin to do some intensive study, and then hopefully I would have my doctorate degree, and the country will refer to me. Behold the leader, Dr. Rodney Munker, Doctor of Pigeon Plum. Isn't that powerful, my spiritual advisor?
Wow, that's interesting.
Oh, it's a wonderful day in the country. Lord, I thank you for the humor. Well, having told you that, around the world and here in the Bahamas, thousands of Bahamians went to various watering holes to enjoy Super Bowl. So I regret that my TV couldn't pick up Super Bowl.
It was on Fox, huh?
Really?
It was on Fox, yeah.
So I would have seen Fox on internet?
I was just one. Well, no, you need live TV for that.
Well, I don't have live TV. I have internet
just
TV.
Using internet to access YouTube.
YouTube. They didn't show it on YouTube.
No, you'll probably only see like highlights. Yeah, highlights of the game.
Well, the highlight of it, I regret that I didn't have the ability to watch it live, because last night the President of the United States, Donald Trump, did a touchdown.
He showed up.
He scored a major point, and I'm going to ask my producer to show it to you so that you would know real football, political though it be. Mr. Producer, Donald Trump scoring at Super Bowl.
We're flying right over it right now, so we thought this would be appropriate. Even bigger than the Super Bowl. This is a big thing, and almost everybody now has assented to that.
Attention on board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could please direct your attention out the right side of the aircraft. Air Force One is currently in international waters for the first time in history, flying over the recently renamed Gulf of America. Please enjoy the flight, and we are now about to head westbound to Super Bowl 59.
Wow, he did that well. That was a good job. He did, isn't that nice? You know, we're about make America great again, right? That's what we care about. Okay, here we go.
This is powerful. So, folks, if you're in the University of the Bahamas, they are offline. I just want you to know that at Super Bowl, President Donald Trump signed an executive order, and the Gulf of Mexico has disappeared, and in its place is the Gulf of America. So do not forget it. We're going to make America great, and we're going to continue to support President Trump as he named different geographical spots new name. So it's fight, 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 Trump, Trump, Trump. So the Gulf of Mexico, students of the University of the Bahamas, the Gulf of Mexico, the name has been changed. And I want the Bahamas Maritime Authority, located in London and hardly doing any work, I want them to redraw the map to reflect this powerful, powerful name. So it was like a football touchdown. It is the greatest performance politically at Super Bowl last night. And I only have one regret. I was not able to see it live, okay? But that would have been fantastic if I was able to see it live. Have you heard that?
I didn't see that. I was just surprised to watch that just now, but I didn't see him actually doing that.
Okay.
So it is official.
It is official now. So it's the Gulf.
They actually do that.
Huh? It's the Gulf of America.
Wow.
Well, as we talk about the Gulf of America and the fact that an American senator has said that the United States expect a lot of smuggling from or through the Bahamas to the United States, I want to warn the people in Grand Bahama who own Airbnb, and I want to warn Bahamians everywhere who owns an Airbnb. You stand the chance of being indicted, because once the Americans can identify who is renting local Airbnb for the purposes of human smuggling into the United States, you could be indicted. You would recall that I did tell you last year that there were lots of human smuggling taking place from Airbnb. And we are lucky that we are not terrorists. We are lucky that the Americans know that we are a Christian people. Other than that, we could have faced military action. But I thank God that President Donald Trump recognized that the Bahamas is a Christian nation, and I'm advised that he has signed an executive order to restore Christianity in America. I think it's powerful, but I want those of you, particularly you in Grand Bahama, who have these Airbnb, the Americans are watching, and there can be no more human smuggling, and President Donald Trump doesn't know. So let us stop the human smuggling. Let us stop using our Airbnb for that purposes. And anybody who wants to smuggle into America, you tell them you don't want to be a part of that, okay? Because when Donald catch y'all, you're going to Guantanamo Bay, okay? So this is great. Any comments on
Yeah, there was
that?
a human smuggling operation that the police had to deal with. Was it on the weekend? They were smuggling Chinese and Indians out of Abaco, it seemed like.
Okay.
And so the police...
How many Chinese did the police catch?
Let's see. I found it to be very interesting. This is happening out of, looks like a key in Abaco. What is this place called? Okay, police uncover a human smuggling operation. All right, so it says 5 Bahamian men were arrested on suspicion of human smuggling by police following a joint law enforcement operation in Abaco last week. So police said a total of 13 undocumented migrants were detained as well. The operation was conducted February 6th. Mount Hope, where's that?
From where?
Mount Hope.
Mount Hope.
Abaco.
Okay.
The men are ages 18, 29, 30, 37, and 42. So 8 migrants were caught on February 6th and 5 more were detained on February 7th. The migrants include 9 Chinese, 3 Indians, and 1 person of unknown nationality.
And where were they heading?
The United States.
From Abaco. Mm-hmm. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? I even didn't get that briefing. So listen, y'all stay with the United States, eh?
Yeah,
Stop smuggling. And I call on Bahamians everywhere to come home. If you've smuggled into the United States, for heaven's sake, don't get arrested. Don't get sent to Guantanamo Bay. Get a white flag, hold it up, and say to U.S. immigration, you are coming home. And take it from me, I will welcome each and every one of you with open hands. I've then petitioned the government that it has to find a means by which you can make a living. So come home, eh? Come home, my people. Come home, okay? You hear Donald Trump say he's tired of what's going on? Y'all come home. We got 700 islands, 2,000 rocks and keys, and we have lots of grouper in our seas. Okay? Our groupers are dying of old age. That's a secret that everybody is not aware of. Groupers are dying of old age, and this year the lobster season is going to be phenomenal. So come home, okay, and let America has peace. How does it sound, my spiritual advisor?
Indeed.
This is powerful.
Indeed.
Yeah, we try to keep you up to date. This thing called Airbnb, man, they can smuggle. Y'all better stop it before Donald Trump send the military. All right? Stop it. Yeah, before Donald Trump sent the military. What time is it, my spiritual advisor?
We're getting up on 5 o'clock. So we're getting close to the 5 o'clock break.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that close to 5? Is that close to 5? Okay. Yes, 3 minutes. Yeah. Okay, so we got 3 more minutes to play with before it's 5 o'clock, and my spiritual advisor will. What days when we come back? This is Freedom March. God save the Gulf of America. God save Donald Trump. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. God save people everywhere. Bahamians in the United States, come home. Come. Supper is ready. Come home.
Freedom March with Rodney Munker will be right back after this. This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. It's birthday time. And Bradley, you will go first, or do I go first?
Well.
You go first. If I see my colleague, I will then jump in.
Okay, so we want to do a couple of birthday shout outs, and then I want to personally thank Mr. Vasco Bastian. Wow. My brother, you're something else. Wow. You're something else. So Sandra, Mr. Vasco Bastian has offered to buy me a ticket to see my daughter in Canada.
Really?
My brother.
You're going to Canada again?
All I can say is, my brother, I thank you.
Wow.
And God bless you. It's amazing. I just spoke to my daughter.
Wow.
I don't know. I can't
when you're going to see her for Valentine's Day?
I can't figure this out. I just spoke to my daughter on the weekend. And, you know, she was like, so Daddy, when you coming back? Mind you, I was making plans to go back around the Easter holiday.
Okay.
And here it is, that Mr. Vasco Bastian, who is the proprietor of the Esso gas station at the corner of Soldier Road and East Street, sent me a text moments ago.
Really?
Stating that he wants to buy me a ticket to go see my daughter in Canada.
To go to Canada?
Oh, man.
This is powerful.
Mr. Bastian, my brother, you just made my day. God bless you. This has to be the work of God.
Oh, hallelujah.
I thank you. I thank you. Oh, my God. My brother, God bless you, man. I'm lost for words, but God bless you, man. I appreciate you, okay? Appreciate you, Vasco Bastian. What a great deed indeed. God bless you, my brother. God bless you. Wow. So, let's do this birthday shout out. So, Clayson Molly Jr.
You with me?
Softly. Go ahead.
I said, today is Prince Ellis' birthday.
We can still hear that.
All right.
Happy birthday. Shout out to Clayson Molly Jr. It's coming from your Grammy, Ella, your mom and dad, Clayson Senior and Tiffany, your brother. Let me make sure I can do this properly. Your brother, Sharon, your sister, Kamaro, and the rest of the family and friends, we love you. Happy birthday to Clayson Molly Jr. James Gerard, happy birthday goes out to Gerard Cameron, coming from his mommy, his dad, grandparents, uncle, cousin, aunts, they love you, especially Nilaya. So happy birthday to James Gerard. I'm hoping I'm reading this right. Oh, Gerard James. So happy birthday goes out to Gerard James. That's Gerard Cameron James. It's coming from your mom. Man, I just got knocked out my socks. His dad, grandparents, uncle, cousin, aunt, they love you, especially Nilaya. Latanya Menace, happy birthday to Latanya Menace. She turns 38. Do enjoy your birthday coming from your family and friends. Chantel Major is celebrating birthday. Happy birthday to Chantel Major. Coming from all your family and friends and those who love you. I think it's the Gucci crew. Happy birthday to Chantel Major. Erica James is celebrating a birthday. Yeah, that's the Gucci crew there who I met on the weekend at Fusion. They were having a good time. But anyway, happy birthday to those who were celebrating birthday. let's see. Erica James. Erica James is celebrating the birthday. Happy birthday. Wishing her many, many more with a lot of happiness from her husband, her 5 beautiful kids, and her 4 grandchildren. So happy birthday, Erica James. James Moxie, happy birthday.
James Moxie, I'll jump in there.
Yeah, and do that.
Yeah. So we want to wish Attorney James Moxie a happy, happy birthday. And of course, birthday greetings come to him from his colleagues and the staff at the law firm of McKay and Moxie. Happy birthday, James Moxie. This is powerful. Go ahead.
Okay, so then we're going to go to, is it Erica James? No, we did already. A special shout out to Deborah Smith. Happy 4th pastoral anniversary to Deborah Smith from the Universal Village Mission Ministries, and all the family, friends, and her cousin Shelley Panther and Clay Panther. So a special shout out to Deborah Smith. Happy 4th pastoral anniversary to Deborah A. Smith from the Universal Village Mission Ministries, and all her friends and family, her cousin Shelley and Clay Panzer. Okay.
And then, of course, today is Prince Ellis' birthday. So if you see the prince among the Ellis family, Prince Ellis, tell him happy birthday. And I want him to know that birthday greetings come to him from one of the woman them. It's powerful.
I thank you, Mr. Vasco Bastian. I thank you, my brother. It's like an act of God. I thank you, and God bless you for the ticket to Canada to go and see my daughter. It is a good deed indeed, and I can guarantee you that God is going to continue to bless you tremendously. All right? Thank you so much, Mr. Vasco Bastian.
This is powerful.
Okay. Back to you, Sandra.
Yes, my spiritual advisor. Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, there is talk about a rocket landing at Exuma. And there have been people who have been criticizing and complaining. So I want them to know that the female who is participating in these activities, she has a strong family lineage in Exuma. So I want people to be very careful. Today I'm not going to tell you who her grandfather is, but tomorrow I will tell you who her grandfather is. Her grandfather is actually my uncle. So, but I won't tell that to you today. I won't tell it to you. I won't say to you, listen, Forrest Bow is my uncle. And I believe one of the astronauts, one of the scientists, one of the great, great scientists is my uncle's granddaughter. And so the Bows originally came into Exuma from Long Island. So I just thought I would say that for the time being. And tomorrow, as I get in the mood, I shall talk about it a little more. So I just want people of Exuma to know. I also want the people of the forest to know. I want people from Roker's Point to know. I want Georgetown people to know. I want the whole of Exuma to know that one of the greatest scientists, roots, connected to this project, hails right there from Exuma. It's a secret I shall hold on for today. I was rather disturbed that there was an article in the media accusing a father of the sexual assault upon his 2 Negro twin daughters. It was very tragic to read that a father could commit such a heinous crime upon children. I'm not even going to run on and say his children. Children! It doesn't matter who child it is. It doesn't matter whose child. Children! It's a very serious matter. I'm very disappointed with the Director of Public Prosecution, Mrs. Help me with the name of the Director of Public Prosecution. It will come back. Do you remember the name of the Director?
It is a female, right?
It is a female. I'm very disappointed.
You always call her name, though. You always call her name.
I always call her name, but I'm getting old now.
And you can't seem to remember her name.
Yeah, and so, one of her name is Fraser.
Oh.
All right? But I'm very disappointed that a woman Director of Public Prosecution negotiated 5 years for a father who sexually assaulted his 2-year-old baby twins. It's terrible. Now, I'm going to show you something, because remember who I am. I'm the leader of the woman dam. I'm the leader of the children dam. And so I've watched these women. Many of them in the government, they're not safe. Off of East Street, a Negro man participated in a joint co-sexual activity that went bad. It was wrong of him to have participated in that kind of lewd and lascivious act because it backfired. Got it? But they give him 15 years. And the female, it was like 2 of them that he had this relationship with, but one was like legal, meaning one is his girlfriend who didn't press charge, and one was his girlfriend,
Cordell Frazier?
Friend, Cordell Frazier.
It's Cordell Frazier.
Right.
Okay.
Name
We got it. Okay, Cordell Frazier.
Cordell Frazier. Thank you. Okay. But
who did you say was the magistrate on that case? Cheryl Grant Thompson, was it?
I didn't call a magistrate name. I said the public prosecutor. The judge was Miss Grant Thompson.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so what happened, you got to understand, while the Tribune think I don't work, they'd be surprised to know what I do. So you had this thing going on, and all of these women were old people. They all were like in their 30s. But he was sent to prison for 15 years. 15 years. Okay? But this man, with baby children, baby to the breast, he is given 5 years. And the sad part about it is he only pleaded guilty when his 16-year-old daughter, who discovered daddy sexually assaulting his twin daughters, meaning her twin sisters. And then, as she testified, she became overwhelmed with emotion. And he, of course, recognized his nasty act. He recognized what he has put his 16-year-old daughter through, and by extension, the sexual assault on his twin baby children. But they sit down and they negotiate 5 years. I think it's disgraceful, and Miss Cordell Fraser should hang her head in shame. And I accuse her today of not protecting the children there. And I also want to say to her, sending the father to jail for 5 years does not send any message to the society. It does not. Come on, men must be responsible for children. Okay? And it was a very sad thing that I read about today. And I was disappointed that Cordell Fraser did not argue for more years for that father who committed that despicable act upon his 2-year-old, because they said it started from the children were 2 until they became 3. So it's terrible. Once again, I want to say to Bahamian women, we live in a world where you just can't trust no one. You can't trust men. Simple as that. So, with your children, you have to be vigilant. So you have to watch the child's father. Your dad, all males, you watch. And if fathers are smart, they should watch the mothers to make sure that the mothers are acting responsibly, because there are many mothers who do not act responsibly with their children. So each part of the family has to watch the mother. Father watch mother, mother watch father. If you think something is happening that is inappropriate, you deal with it right there. And if it has gone beyond, then you know it's time to call in law enforcement. So it's a very sad story, and I call on men everywhere that you have to control your urges. You have to control your desires. You may be tempted to do something, but you say to yourself, boy, if I do this, boy, if I do this and the police discover it, boy, if I do this and my father knows about it, my mother knows about it, my wife knows about it, my girlfriend knows about it, my children, the community knows about it, what I can do? So let me control whatever sins is on my mind. So it's a very tragic situation, and that is my first strike against Cordell Fraser.
Okay, so in the Sexual Offenses Act, right? It says any person who indecently assaults any other person or does anything to any other person with the consent of that other person, which, but for such consent, would be an indecent assault, such consent being obtained by false and fraudulent representation as to the nature and quality of the act, is guilty of an offense and liable to imprisonment for 8 years. So it seems as if 8 years is the maximum they can get for that.
But let's assume that 8 years is the maximum.
That's what this says, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But to start off with, when the act was described, somebody was grossly irresponsible to have just charged him with sexual assault. I don't want to go...
What should have been charged with?
When you read the story, it was more than sexual assault.
Was it rape?
Okay? I don't want to go into the particulars on live TV, but when you read the article, certainly sexual assault is too lenient. Come on, we can't have adult men raping children. or
Now you changed to assault word.
or
You see that?
yes, or sexually assaulting children. What would I say? I don't say his children, because there's no difference between his child and your child.
Yeah. Okay.
His children. All right? So
Okay.
let Cordell Fraser know that I have marked an X to her name, and I shall be watching to see how she deals with these matters in future. And perhaps she, if the law isn't strong enough, should write to the Attorney General demanding an amendment. Come on. Your children should be safe. Okay? I thought I would say that because I thought the story was terrible this morning when I read it. Just horrible, that story. All right? Well,
Wow.
yeah. What else are we going to touch on? There's so many exciting things to touch on, right? Yeah, so there is the Negro man.
Now, it does seem as if 2 American women were bitten by shark in Bimini Bay. So there again is women. 2 American women. Apparently the story says the 2 American women were treated in hospital after a shark attack in Bimini last week. So police report that the women were swimming in Bimini Bay around 6:30 p.m. on Friday when the shark attack occurred. They sustained serious injuries and were initially treated at a local clinic before being airlifted to New Providence for further medical care. So one of the victims was listed in serious condition, but police said that both women have been released and has been returned to the United States. So gotta be careful.
We have to tell the American tourists
we don't know what
when they come to the Bahamas.
Now, Santa.
Mr. First Advisor, would you remain relaxed? We have to tell the American tourists, particularly the white ones, that they should stop playing with dumb animals. They should stop feeding the shark. They should stop petting the shark. They should stop swimming with the shark, because shark love white meat. So we have to tell them that. See, nobody else is going to say it to you. But I know. I used to be in tourism.
You think the shark can really tell the difference now?
Of course. Yeah, the shark can tell the difference. Meanwhile, a Cuban has been found dead, and the police is suspicious that the circumstances surrounding the death of the Cuban has made them very, very suspicious. So it's my hope and prayer that the police will quickly complete the investigation and tell us what are the circumstances surrounding the death of the Cuban, who was found dead, I am advised, out east. So that is powerful.
Wow.
I thought I'll tell the people them that. Any other point you want to touch?
I see a very interesting story.
Go ahead.
About, do we have something called animal cruelty in this country?
Animal cruelty.
Cruelty, yeah.
Yes, they think that if you chop a snake head off, it is animal cruelty. They think if you kill a shark, it's animal cruelty. But I believe that any animal that endanger man's life or attack man, we should kill him. For man's life is more superior to the shark and the snake. Okay? This is Freedom March. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. We'll be right back so I can find out which animal man was cruel to. Hold on, everybody. The spiritual advisor will tell us.
Do you have something to say to the Senator? Call Freedom March at 323-7775. Toll free from anywhere in the Bahamas at 242-300-0045. Freedom March with Rodney Monker, only on ILTV.
Hello, ambitious women. Are you ready to take your business to the next level? This is your chance to shine. I'm Adriana Fox, co-founder of the Fox Foundation.
And I'm Adriel Fox, Legacy Advocate of the Fox Foundation.
We're thrilled to announce the second annual Women's Entrepreneurship Episode Grant Initiative, created to empower and support women like you who are making waves in the business world.
This year, we're offering $75,000 in grants to female entrepreneurs with innovative business ideas in undersaturated markets and industries that have yet to reach their full potential. Our top 3 prizes are $25,000 for first place, $20,000 for second place, and $15,000 for third place. In addition, 7 runner-ups will receive $2,000.
We encourage businesses such as those in digital markets like web innovations, AI-driven service, niche e-commerce, or emerging industries such as green technologies, health tech, cultural tourism, and personalized educational platform. Whether you're launching a startup, scaling your business, or tackling that big idea that needs a financial boost, this grant is for you. Last year, we funded 10 incredible entrepreneurs, and this year, it could be you.
Imagine what you could achieve with the funding to grow your dreams.
Apply now and join a powerful community of women entrepreneurs leading the way. Applications are open from January 31st to February 28th. Don't wait. Visit our website for more information. This is your opportunity to break into a growing market and make an impact. Apply today and let's build a future of unstoppable women entrepreneurs together.
This is Freedom March with Rodney Monker.
Welcome back to Freedom March. Rodney Monk is my name. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. And I want to welcome Tanya. Hello, Tanya.
Good afternoon, Rodney Munkin. Good afternoon, spiritual advisor. Your girl Tanya coming to you live from Shop Smart Department Store, where we say we're here for you for whatever season of your life and for everyday living. We are on the countdown to Valentine's Day, and all of the smart shoppers are coming in. All of the women's them, the men's them, and the people them, Mr. Munker, they are coming in and taking advantage of everything that we have to offer. We say here at Shop Smart, go big or go home. So if you want to go big this Valentine's season, as you can see, we have your jumbo size teddy bear. We've got your big size greeting cards. And we've got your jumbo size chocolates. But if you just want to be bougie on a budget, whatever you're looking for, whether you want to get your Lador chocolates or you want to get your big kisses, whether you want to come in and take advantage of our $3 on our mega size cards, you can come on into Shop Smart, because you know we like to say we're here for you for whatever season as well as everyday living. So if you're still sprucing up the place, you want to put out all of those red or white and pinks for the whole of the Valentine's Day season, come on down to Shop Smart. We've got you covered. We're open here Monday to Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. for your shopping convenience. If you can't get into the store, all you need to do is give us a call. Our numbers here at the store, 698-1051 or 698-1052. Someone always standing by to assist you. Or you can send us a message on our WhatsApp line. That number, 813-4397. That is 813-4397. You and the family of violence, Shop Smart, we pull, we deliver to the boat of your choice. So don't feel like you need to be missing out on any of these savings. All you need to do is send us a message, send us your order on our WhatsApp line. We'll be happy to assist you. And like I said, we've got 20% off all of our Valentine's Day item, as well as 70% off of all of our jewelry. And we still have got 5 pieces of clothing for only $25. Mr. Munker, spiritual advisor, remember to shop early, to shop often, and to shop smart. Have a great day.
This is powerful. So, Tanya, we are happy to shop early and to shop smart. It's powerful. Well, Bradley, it's time to open the line.
Absolutely. Let's open the lines. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. So the lines are officially open. Call us so we can engage you in conversation. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. Senator, did we have a quiet weekend as far as crime? No crime, eh? Nobody got...
Well, from what I'm hearing, the only issue is the mystery surrounding the death of a Cuban.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's been classified as what? A suspicious death?
At the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, on the face of it, it appears that it was quiet. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So.
Do we have any calls, producer? Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hey, spiritual advisor, Brother Munker.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Brother Munker, I'm like you, disturbed. I can't even call that man a gentleman. I don't know what to classify him as. That thing with those 2 3-year-old twin girls.
Mm-hmm.
They say the marks on that was 8 years. If they're given 8 years for each one of them, it still wouldn't be enough. Just for that thought. But then he go to jail for 5 years now, in 3 years and 4 months, he out. Because that's only 8 months
months,
for a
eh?
year in jail.
No, the policy has changed.
But now it's changed, so you can do a year for year.
That is my understanding.
Okay, well, that's good, but it still ain't enough for him, man.
Yeah.
It's still not enough of I mean, I guess the little daughter who saw what was going on, she couldn't even maybe scream for mommy. Because I didn't hear nothing but the mommy and all of this. Where's the mother in this?
Well, most times mothers may not be around.
Man, that's disturbing.
Well, you
and
know,
then the prosecutor and his lawyer was trying to ask the magistrate to give him 4 years.
Yeah.
She out on a year.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Man, I don't understand carrying on. Now, all we got to do is let's continue praying, man.
Yeah, indeed.
You know, but in closing, I want spiritual advisor.
My brother, how are you?
Keep your eyes fixed on 2026. Thanks and wiggle. God bless.
Yeah, man, take care. All right. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. You're live, caller. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Monka. Good afternoon, Spiritual Advisor.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Bahamas. I would like to agree with that first caller, and also I think the magistrate and the prosecutor and the lawyer should be given time, and this should be the move right here to bring back the capital punishment, man. That 8 years is not enough time for that act of that level.
Right, that's it. Okay.
But he didn't get 8, he got 5.
5.
5, yeah, they should get a magistrate 5 years for gaining 5 years. And that magistrate should be fired. You can, like the way the previous prime minister would say, where is your heart? Where is your compassion? Like, hey, come on, man. And he do it to his daughters. Imagine what he'll do to other people's daughters.
Yeah. We thank you
people
for your...
People take matters into their hand. I'm sure them children probably got cousins and things who about to lose their hair. They find out what's happening to their little baby cousins and man at that time.
Yes. We thank you for your contribution. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yes, you too. Take care. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Good day, Mr. Bonka.
Good day, Shanika.
How are you all doing today?
We're doing fine. Thank you.
Wonderful. Real quick. Okay, with the case with the child, whereby they were saying they were assaulted. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs of that. But based on, what Miss Belinda Wilson was saying, my union rep, it was blown out of proportion, so I'm understanding. And so I just would like to say...
Hold on a second. What did Belinda say was blown out of proportion?
She said, it was just a spanking based on me hearing it off of the news. It was just a spanking. Now, my thing is...
Just hold on a second.
Go ahead, sir.
She doesn't understand colloquially what spanking means?
But I don't want to get into that. I just wanted to say this, Mr. Monka.
Go ahead.
Is that to all my beautiful colleagues, the teachers throughout the wonderful assembly of the Bahamas, is that let's remember that we are not given permission to enforce corporal punishment, nor any invited guests should have that permission granted to them as well. That is to lean towards administrators only, as we have the disciplinary book, the little small handheld book that they have given us. And let us move according to that, because nobody is worth your job. And then finally, I would like to say, let me say this to parents, is that make sure your child is exemplifying the behavior that is respectful, and that will make you proud as a parent when they leave your presence. Because you have to remember that the teachers are their second parent. Look at the length of time that they are left in our care. Let's be mindful of that. And then the final thing is that I looked at an article on Daily Mail And it stated that, I just want to reach out to parents on this, obese children more than twice as likely to get MS, which is multiple sclerosis, when they get older. And real quick, it's saying overweight children are more than twice as likely to develop multiple sclerosis later in life than their normal weight peers. A study claims more than 150,000 people in the UK have MS, a devastating chronic immune disease that can cause problems with sight, writing, speaking, and walking as the nerves in the brain and spinal cord become permanently damaged. So I would like to say to parents, even though you're looking at some parents who may stuff their child, you might call it cute, but you don't know you might be causing more damage than cuteness. So when you have them shopping, please, more vegetables, more water in their lunch bag, one chip, and then, a nice sandwich. And some of them may be saying, well, I cannot afford to buy them the healthy meals. Yes, you may not be able to afford the healthy things that bring about those meals, but you could be creative and find ways to bring about healthy meals like a wrap or a nice toasted sandwich.
Right. We thank you very much, Shanika. Hello, welcome to Freedom Match.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I am
We're
fine.
Thank you.
I wish you endorse the sentiments of Shanika just now. I think what you were saying makes very much sense. However, Mr. Munker,
yes,
I'm calling to ask you to extend a happy belated birthday to one of your church members.
Yes.
She celebrated her birthday on Saturday. Miss Brenda Watkins.
Miss Brenda
You and I
Watkins.
attend the same church.
Okay.
And I'm extending a happy birthday to Brenda, filled with lots of blessings, God's riches and prosperity, good health and happiness. And this is coming from her sisters and her brother, her nieces, her nephews, and her grandnieces. Happy belated birthday, Brenda. Thank you, sir.
And I join you in saluting Sister Brenda. May God bless her and may she continue to have a wonderful birthday celebration.
Right, thank you. And Mr. Munker.
Yes.
Just before you hang up, I didn't see you at Mass on Sunday.
Yes.
But I said, I am going to get together with you to help to promote St. Joseph's Parish.
Yes.
Post-Valentine's Dance.
When is that?
On the 21st.
The 21st.
Of this month, yes.
Okay.
And the tickets are only $20.
Well.
So thank you very much for promoting that. And God bless you.
Well, I thank you, and you can send me a copy of the brochure.
The bulletin?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And you take good care.
So, ma'am.
Thank you.
Before you go, ma'am, are you there?
Uh-huh.
So you're a member of St. Joseph Parish?
Yes, I am.
Okay, great.
All my life.
Could you do me a favor, please?
It all depends.
Could you find out why my company's bid was not accepted to take care of your premises?
Hello?
Could you find out why my company's bid was not accepted to take care of your premises?
Oh, I could do that for you, but to the best of my knowledge, what happens is they usually give whatever to the members.
Oh.
But I would ask Father Comer. What's the name of your company, sir?
Brad's Landscaping and Maintenance.
Grassland?
Brad's.
B-R-A-D-S.
Yeah, Brad's Landscaping and Maintenance. I was called in to give a estimate to do the graveyard, the open field, and of course the church building yard, and the office. And my bid was rather reasonable when you look at landscaping, but for some strange reason I was turned down.
Oh well, I ain't the church, but I ain't the church like that. I don't do the church business like that.
Yeah.
But I will ask Father Comer.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Okay. Bye-bye. 323-7775. Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, Rodney Mankind, spiritual advisor.
So,
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I just constantly listening to you guys. I listen to you guys most every day.
Thank you.
I heard certain people call every day, right? But one person in the section I hear from them for, they was, okay, I wonder if you guys know what's going on. Zeke.
Oh, yeah. Ezekiel. Is he okay?
I know why he said, because I listen to him call and see this.
Yeah, he often does, but he's sick, you know.
He called Friday before last.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. About a week
he called
ago.
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday before last.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, he called Friday before
weeks ago.
last.
I go.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's take it easy.
You take good care too.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live. Are you there, caller? Did we lose that call? 323-7775. Yes, you're live, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Mark. Mr. How you doing?
All right, sir.
All right, thank you so much.
Mr. Mark on TV, he's fast asleep.
No,
Is that on deep thought?
I'm not sleeping.
Is your testosterone low?
That's a very big word. What you mean by that?
Yeah, because you're sleeping. You're sleeping.
I am not sleeping.
It looks so.
Yeah. Don't forget what Mama them say. Every shut eye, no sleep.
Yeah, but they don't look professional.
But it wasn't close. That's ugliness you saw a little while ago.
And I'm from Ken Island.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be Haitian. Me no Haitian.
Yes, you are.
Prove it.
Ok, bon. Là où regardez na TV, ou dit, j'ai moi.
I don't speak that kind of language. I don't speak that kind of language.
You Haitian. What is your surname?
Me? It's a Smith.
Yeah.
He's a what?
You would be family to Brian Lyndon Smith.
No, but I no Haitian. You stop that.
His
My people are
father,
angry.
listen to me for a second. His father was the Postmaster General. Are you related to the Postmaster General who was a Smith?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, then I got you. Watch out for me, Negro.
No, baby.
Okay, thank you. But there's nothing wrong with being a Haitian. I've been a Haitian all my life. This is powerful. Hello, welcome to Freedom March.
A pleasant evening to you, fine gentlemen.
Thank you so
Mr.
much.
Manta and spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am.
I was off island for a while. I'm president now and I'm retired. There needs to be some control with Freedom March because the caller that calls every day, there needs to be some setting where he expresses what he's saying over the radio in an internal way. Because the teachers and the children and all those different things should not come to the front of the public who is listening to Freedom March. So there needs to be some discretionary measures in place for that lady.
Okay.
All these teachers, this and that and the next thing, I don't think that's necessary over the radio. There needs to be some other form where she can say what she wanted to say. And every day is the same thing.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
got young and have a wonderful day.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
Thank you so much, okay? Thank you for your contribution. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March Call. You're live.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
May I speak to Mr. Rodney Munker?
Hello, my dear. I'm here.
Hi, Mr. Munker.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to send belated birthday greetings to my godchild, Aaliyah Thompson in Hatchet Bay, Eleuthera.
Okay.
And it's coming in from her dad, Aaron Thompson,
Yes.
Lisa Thompson,
Yes.
her uncle Roger, and Christine Johnson. especially her godmother Leslie and Sean and everybody else who love her.
How old is she today?
Aaliyah's birthday was yesterday birthday. She was 23.
Really?
Yes.
She's just a baby.
Yes.
This is
and
powerful.
she's a down there in Hatchet Bay, Neutral.
Okay, well, tell her I wish her a happy birthday, and I want her to be safe because some strange things has been happening on that island, so I need everybody to be safe, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
God bless you.
You too.
All right.
Next call, please. Welcome to Freedom House Call. You're live.
Yeah, spiritual advisor.
Thank you, sir. How you doing?
And Senator Munker.
God save the king.
God save the king. Senator Munker, spiritual advisor unto the nation. There is something criminal and tragic happening at Princess Margaret Hospital.
What's going on at PMH?
Let me use myself as an example. I experienced a fractured femur.
A fractured
And when I was admitted to hospital, within 4 days, Senator Munker, spiritual.
Yeah.
The doctor came, I wouldn't call his name on the radio, and discharged me with an inferior cast, a temporary cast, and a broken femur. And that is what is happening. They are turning away a lot of patients with broken bones within 2 to 3 days of being admitted. And if you go to see the surgeon like myself at the public hospital, they're telling you, like what they told me, the Princess Margaret Hospital has no supplies and that I must pay $50,000 to go private in order to have the surgery done. I asked the man, where in the hell I can get $50,000 from at the public hospital?
Obviously.
And he tells his aide, oh, bring him back in 6 months.
Obviously,
So I am home with a leg that heals by itself, can't walk properly, because some of the doctors there are doing unscrupulous soliciting.
Well, let me ask
business.
you a question in the interest of time.
Go ahead.
Are you the Negro man who lives on top of the Fort Hill?
Yes, I am.
Are you the son of the late Progressive Liberal Party Member of Parliament for Cat Island, Oscar Johnson?
They say that I am.
What do you say? Talk quickly, time is running.
Yes, I am.
Then I shall first go to the Minister of Health and tell him that Oscar Johnson, after his major contribution to the Progressive Liberal Party and majority rule, every child he has, inside, outside, must be given health care. I'm offended to hear that that can happen to Oscar Johnson child.
As a matter of fact, we just lost a young lady. Her hip bone was broken for 2 months.
Okay.
And they in service that woman until she died just a couple of days ago.
I will come to see you at the Fort Hill. I will talk to your member of parliament. Who's your member of parliament?
Jomo Campbell.
I will talk to Jomo Campbell. I shall also speak to the Minister of Health. And if need be, I'm prepared to camp outside the Prime Minister's office to tell him no child born to Oscar Johnson, the inside children, the outside children, and the Haitian children on Cowpen Road should be denied medical care. I'm offended because I love your father. I love your father. I'm coming to see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I love your father. Every child that Oscar Johnson has, even when I criticize them politically, I love them because their father was a good man to me. All right?
Thanks
so
so much, Carlo.
we have to deal with that matter.
How much more time we have,
A couple
producer?
more seconds. Go ahead.
We can take another call?
Take
or we
another
at the end of the
call.
show? Welcome to Freedom House Call. You're live.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead quickly.
Sir, I got a question for you, Mr. Moncor.
All right, go ahead.
And I'd like Mr. Moncor to pose this question to Mr. Lynn Monroe. What is corruption, And anybody in public life found to be corruption, found to be involved with corruption, what should happen with them?
Well,
all right, thank you so much, caller.
Yeah. Let me start off by saying that corruption can be anytime a man failed to do the things he knows he ought to do. There is an erosion and a corruption of principle. That's corruption. I would hope that you made that kind of corruption, but there's certain corruption, if you commit it, you will go to prison. Robbery is a form of corruption. Murder is a form of corruption. Tomorrow, if it's God's will, we will return to corruption. God save Oscar Johnson's son on top of the Fort Hill. I'm going to call the Minister of Health for him tomorrow. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save the King. Let's take care of our Bahamian citizens. I want Oscar Johnson's son to get help.
The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by Rodney Munker, his guests, and callers on Freedom March are not necessarily those of the management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Freedom